Butterflies, one of the prettiest bugs probably, seem to be mystical creatures, with their wondrous shades and patterns on different variety of wings, have always captured everyone's attention. Hello and welcome to Ayush Paper Tutorial. Today we will learn to create this beautiful watercolor painting of butterflies setting on hydrangeas in a loose style. Hi, I'm Prakriti, an artist and art educator. I teach beginners to paint confidently using reference images in a monthly membership program. Let's look at the materials we will be using today. I'm using Ayush paper mixed media sheet of A4 size. They are fine grained of 250 GSM and quite thick for a mixed media paper, making them perfect for today's painting. These are the paints I will be using today. I got this Little Birdie watercolor set from Itsy Bitsy. They have 24 shades and are highly pigmented. I will also be using this golden color poster paint. Alternatively, you can use watercolor or pen as well. These are some of the brushes I'll be using, some water, a tissue paper and a pencil to draw your sketch. Let's begin. I will be sketching 3 simple butterflies as shown, setting on 3 hydrangea bunches. Now I am very lightly marking the hydrangea flower outline. I am also drawing some flower stalks to paint some loose flowers to add variety, some leaves to add contrast to the colors we will be using. Let's see the sketch at a closer angle so you can see all the details. You can see that I have lightly marked the hydrangeas. These are the placings of the bunches. Let's start painting. I am painting the hydrangeas first. I am using the wet on wet method. I am gently wetting the hydrangea flowers first with clear water. For the base of the flower, I am using some ultramarine blue and dropping it near the butterflies. Make sure the color does not seep into the butterflies. Keep dabbing with a tissue paper so that your butterflies are not wet at any point of time during this part. Drop paints in such a manner that it covers 1/3 of the flower. The water and paper will do the rest of the work. Next, take any shade of pink and start dropping it near the blue color you have already painted. The pink will mix with blue and create a purple shade. I would like to suggest at this point not to use hair dryer as the organic blending will give you different and variety of patterns. Now add more pink and create some shape of petals on the outer rim of the flower. Make sure to add only enough water to create a sheen and not a puddle of water. How to know if your water quantity is enough? The water you added must stay right on paper and not move when you move the paper. In case it does, just tilt the paper and drain the excess water. Wipe the sides with tissue paper but not on the paper. Similarly, I have painted the rest of the hydrangeas. I have also added some green for the foliage part in between. I have dropped light green and dark green in the foliage area. The wet surface will merge them together, creating an organic blend. We do not need to interfere at this point. Now take a lightly crumpled tissue paper and dab on damp hydrangeas to lift some paints. This will create interesting color variations, giving a natural look to the flowers. Repeat for other 2 flowers as well. Next, I am painting some flower stalks where I will be adding some imaginary flowers in loose style. These are required to create some movement in the painting. Let's see how to paint flowers on the stalks. I'm adding some drops of purple paint. I'm using the same shades as hydrangeas for these flowers as well to keep the composition harmonious. I'm adding some clean water right next to the purple paints to spread the paint. Next, I'm dropping some pink paint right near the purple ones. Since the paint is still wet, they will mix together and create a beautiful blend. Now adding more colors wherever necessary. The lower part has wider flowers, and as I go to the top, I will just add some dots. Add clean water wherever necessary to spread the paint and create beautiful flower effects. Similarly, we paint rest of the flowers. Remember that watercolor dries a little lighter, so remember to add enough pigment so that it is darker even after it dries. Next, we start painting the leaves. Make sure they are dry before you start painting. I'm taking some light green and applying a flat wash on all the leaves. Then taking a darker shade and adding slight amount of shadow and blending it with the previous color. Repeat for all the leaves. Just to not have any monotony of the colors, I'm adding some orange color here and blending it with green to show that this leaf is slowly starting to dry. Adding shadow to the leaves that are on the lower side. Always blend any colors you add and don't leave any hard edges. Now for some interesting part, I'm adding some splatters in blue and pink color. Create a very runny mixture and splatter the paint all around the flowers. Now the remaining part is not enough dark for me, so I'm adding more pigment and immediately blending out the hard edges. Now I'm taking a slightly darker shade of green and adding all the veins on the leaves. Let's paint the hydrangeas. Make sure they are wet before you start the step. I'm painting these flowers in a negative painting style. Mark some flowers using the same color that you had used on the base layer. Mark a dot right in between the flowers. Then take some clear water and blend the edges so that they merge with the existing base layer. This will give you a natural blend and the flowers will start having some shapes. You don't have to paint these little flowers all over this section. Just a few here and there will give you the idea. Use pink color to draw flowers if you have the base as pink and blue paint if you have the base as blue. Similarly, purple if you have purple base. Always remember to remove the hard edges on the outer side of the flowers using a damp brush. This method of painting outside the shape is called negative painting in watercolors. Now that we have completed painting the background, let's move on to paint the butterflies. Make sure the background is completely dry before painting the butterflies to avoid any unnecessary bleeding. I have mixed some dark green into a lot of white color and applying it all over the butterflies. I wanted the butterflies to have kind of a glowing look, so I went for this light color to stand contrast against the colorful hydrangeas. I am also dropping some lemon yellows here and there. Repeat same process for the other wing and all of the other butterflies. I'm not looking for any organic blending at this point, hence I'm using a hair dryer to speeden up the process. Now I'm dropping some darker yellow dots here and there on the wings of the butterflies, and then I'm taking a dark brown color or burnt umber to add some dots in between these dark yellows. Make sure to add the burnt umber dots on yellow color when the yellow is still wet so they merge together and create a natural blend. Next, I'm mixing some purple and burnt umber for the outline of the butterflies. Let me swatch the shade for you. It's kind of a purplish brown. Make sure the butterflies are completely dry before starting this step. Draw these patterns on all the wings. Use a thin, small brush and carefully mark the edges. Here I'm using a size 4 round brush. Repeat the patterns on the other two butterflies as well. I'm using the same color to paint the body of the butterfly as well. Ayush Paper believes in a community of artists and caters to any queries you have related to art, art supplies, career in art, art blogs through their website ask.ayushpaper.com. All your questions will be answered by expert artists. What's more is you too can join in helping other artists if you have helpful answers and be a part of this wonderful community. Make sure all the parts of the hydrangeas are dry before painting the antennae of the butterflies. Here I am taking some darker green color to mark some stems and stalks. We are almost done. Now to beautify, I am taking some gold paint and adding outline to all the butterflies. I loved every bit of creating the composition to painting this beautiful watercolor butterfly tutorial. I have mentioned general names of colors used so that you don't have to wait for the exact colors. If you have any queries, you can reach me on my Instagram handle Prakriti Shenoy or leave a comment in the comment box below. We would love to see your recreation. Please tag us or DM us to share your work on our Instagram handle Ayush Paper. Here is a final painting of soft and glowing winged butterflies on hydrangeas. You have seen the number of layers I have applied in this painting. but has no bleeding on the other side, unlike other mixed media brands I have used. And that's why paper matters to me and I use Ayush paper. That's all for today. Bye.